I'm Jill and I live in Calgary, Alberta, and I am a content producer, artist, dancer, videographer. I do all the things. It's really a lot. So as a content producer, what I do is I do a lot of design work. I do photography with different clients, and we do some video work as well. Outside of an agency, I will do like a lot more artistic stuff in my own personal creative projects because it's an amazing outlet. I also get to work with like a ton of artists who will bring me more creative ideas, and they're willing to pay because they know that's what I specialize in outside of an agency world. I love video as like a creative outlet. I'll do weddings sometimes, but mostly like I'll work with dancers and capture their vision, creating storylines, or even like style videos. I love doing lookbooks, and I love YouTube, and I love that whole world. So on the day-to-day, I work at an agency called Arcade. I work up there about like 75% of my time, and I get to work with like all these different businesses doing content production. So think like design, video, and photo. We get like assets out for social media and digital marketing. It's awesome. And then the rest of my time I work like doing freelance jobs. So I'll pick up projects anywhere from like helping friends who do styling businesses or dance videos and all that stuff. And it's like it's so empowering to work with creatives. And I also, in the evening, I dance competitively with my studio Universal. I dance about 10 hours a week right now, but people do more or less, and it's like just the most amazing competitive outlet. We train so hard, so sprinkle like a bit of athleticism in there as well. My favorite part of my job is coming in every day and like getting to work with a team of people that I know has my back. I know that like not everybody is blessed to be able to work at an agency or even a small agency, and like we are a team and we shine really bright as a team. We get to accomplish a lot, and it's very fun, and it's like very exciting to see the end product after all the work that we do. So I started getting into photography and video because of the website lookbook.new. It's like this subculture of the internet where you would just like flex whatever outfits you were super into at the time. And so nobody I knew owned a camera. And that's how I ended up purchasing a camera. For video, I got into video because I just would look through the viewfinder and I was just more attracted to movement. So instead of like capturing an image of a thing, I just thought it was prettier in the viewfinder when it was moving. And so I started getting into weddings, and that's how I built in that direction. So when I shoot, I love to use my Sony a7R II. I use a 55mm Zeiss lens for like a lot of my up-close stuff. I use the 24mm G Master Prime. It's a 1.4, and it's like super crisp, and I love it. And then I also shoot, I have like my mom's old Chinon film camera, and it's like a version of the Pentax camera. I think it's like an offshoot, and I think it's a French brand. And I use Porta 400, or I'll like experiment with different films that I like, but it's really fun to like take something to the lab and get it developed. For studio shoots, I use the Elinchrom strobes a lot. They're just like the D-lights. They're really cheap to rent, and they're super good for your money. And so for anyone who's like starting to get into strobes, I highly recommend doing the D-lights. They're awesome. Working and being a freelancer or an artist or like someone independently has so many like pros to it. You get to be your own independent director, creative director. You get to work with the people that you want to work. You get to ask for like the amount of money that you want. So there's so many amazing things about it, and I love it, and I think you grow so much as a person when you do that. Working at an agency can be like super fun, but it can also be super hard because your decisions aren't always your own, and there's a lot of compromising. And like even in freelance, you'll have a client ask you for something that you don't necessarily like want to do as a creative, but you just have to put your ego aside. It's like a great lesson. I think everyone should, if you're in this realm, you need to try freelance, try agency work, see where you fit best, and if it's both, then continue doing both. What content creation means to me is you being able to use like what skills and gifts you have and bless the world with them and like make magic out of it. And like let's take everything inside that you imagine and like put it out there for everyone to see. It's like, it's just a beautiful process, and so there's a responsibility to do it, and that's how I feel about it.
That was perfect. I when Daryl smiled, I just know he's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was amazing.
Thanks, guys.
That's how I feel too.
Good.